Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new series on the channel. Fix's old school Skyblock Let's Play. Oh man, I am so excited to get this started. There's a lot we have to talk about. First thing is, what am I doing in game? Well, you know, you start on Skyblock Island. This is the Skyblock 4.10 map for 1.18 because I am going to be using Conquest Reforged mod pack as well as resource pack too. ILikeToGetRekt made this amazing ability to play Conquest Reforged in survival, and I'm going to be using it for a Skyblock map where I build literally everything. You know those great 1.18 landscapes that you see? They're so awesome, and I have been looking at it and thinking like, yeah, they're really great, but I want to do it myself. I want to build everything myself. I've always wanted to do this. I've wanted to do this as long as I've played the game, where I look around Minecraft and I see everything and I think, yeah, I placed every one of those blocks. That's what I want to do. This is going to be a major long-term building series that's going to be split between both my main channel and my second channel. In addition to having access to all of the Conquest Reforged blocks, which there are many, it's like something like 10,000 additional sort of medieval fantasy style building blocks. But in addition to that, I also added a bunch of data packs because my goal is going to be building here. So I want to have things like gravel accessible without having to use zombie piglin trades, because basically that slows down your production a lot. So, you know, in Skyblock modded, where you can use a hammer to hammer cobblestone into gravel and then gravel into like sand and then sand into dust. Well, I did that by using a blast furnace. So if you want gravel, then you have a blast furnace. Now you'll probably have to do some initial trading with the zombie piglin. It's not going to be trade free, but it's just going to speed up the production so I can build these giant epic landscapes. So I built a bunch of these things. So I'll just build a row of blast furnaces where I can dump my cobblestone in to get gravel, and then maybe another one to get sand or whatever I want. This is going to be an amazing project. I am so excited to bring this to you and kind of go through it all together. I brought the island down to the bottom layer of dirt and saved up all the dirt for either planting trees or farms or whatever I want, just so I have it. And then I made my first cobblestone generator. Oh yeah, we are moving along. We're starting to get a little bit of cobblestone. Should move into stone tools here in just a moment. I decided to add in the ArdaCraft overlays and actually just use the official ArdaCraft pack along with all of my data packs, because I did a tour recently over in ArdaCraft and it is amazing. If you don't know what that is where they are recreating Middle Earth from Lord of the Rings, the Tolkien Earth. They're recreating all of it to scale, block for block. It is absolutely astonishingly epic. And I did a tour. I don't know if that's coming out maybe after this episode or before this episode, but very recently here I just did it, and I was so inspired. I thought, man, I want to build that. And that's when the bug got planted. You know, that idea that I've had for a long time to build everything? Yeah, that's when I was like, it's time. I need to do it. And the other thing, the other inspiration for doing this is I recently have been talking a lot on, well, the second channel and a little bit on my main channel about how much I love the old Minecraft Let's Play. Like the old school Let's Plays, the ones I sort of was watching 10 years ago. It was so great, where people just talked about their lives and they were a little bit slower paced and they were way less scripted and way less sort of animated and cuts and all that kind of stuff. And I miss it. I miss it so much. And I was going to put it on my second channel. I was going to say, hey, I'm going to do an old school Let's Play on the second channel, but I thought about it. And I'm not going to. I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to put it here on the main channel. But then on the second channel, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing long plays of this world. All the footage per episode that I do for this series is going to come out as a long play, as a no commentary thing over on the second channel. So they're going to be between 2 and 3 hours long each. And that'll be basically how much footage I use per episode over here. So if you think, oh, well, that's cool, I want to see every single block, cool, you can do that. I cannot place water here. It's so frustrating. I end up having to use like a second slab to get it, because, you know, you can waterlog slabs now. I was like, why isn't this working? I was like ripping my hair out already. I've only been in world for like 3 minutes. A couple other reasons why now is the perfect time is I was fortunate enough to be able to get a 3080 RTX card. Now, it's not actually currently in yet, but I was thinking I want to do this thing with Conquest Reforged. I want to get great frames. I want to go for like ultimate graphics and all that kind of stuff. I can't really do that with my 2080. It's great. It's a great card, but it's kind of holding back when I get to sort of pushing it to its max. And once I install my 3080, it'll be perfect. So yeah, it doesn't matter now, but as I build more and more and more and more using all these, you know, mods and things like that, I'm going to want that 3080 to really sort of power this world. But speaking of the mods, there's one more mod that is in the ArdaCraft mod pack that I used, and it is Create. I actually put Create in here. Well, I mean, I left it in. And the reason why, I'm not going to use create as sort of a mod as much as I'm going to use it for effects, kind of like they do over in ArdaCraft. So for example, if I want to have doors that open or magical tunnels that go or things like that, I can do that with create, but I'm just going to bury all of the guts of it, right? Maybe windmills, stuff like that. I don't know how the graphics are going to be because, you know, Conquest is a 32-bit texture pack and create is an 8 or 16-bit. So I'm not sure how it'll look, so I think I'm gonna have to really like kind of hide creep, but just use it for sort of the magic that it can do, which is an amazing mod. I'm very much looking forward to getting into it. But again, I'm not gonna be using it for my ore doubling and all that kind of stuff. My pick broke and I could not get a tree to grow, so I had to wait for a really long time for this tree to grow. It's one of the only cuts I will do on this long play thing is just this intro, because I had just had to stand there for like 5 or 6 minutes and wait for a tree to grow because I couldn't do anything else. I didn't even have a pick and I had no more wood. I couldn't make any more wood. I had no more sticks, so I couldn't make a tool. So anyway, yeah, that was a rare cut. This series over here will be all cut up normally, so you can sort of see the entire progression of the 2 hours while we talk. But that's also something I want to talk about is, well, what am I going to talk about, if that makes sense? One of the things I loved the very most about the old school Let's Plays was feeling like I really knew my favorite creators. Like, I feel like I am friends with B-Dubs. I've never met or talked to him really hardly at all, but I feel like we're friends because I've watched all of his Let's Plays, and I feel like, hey, I know so much about him and his family and life and all that kind of stuff, and that's something that I think would be cool to bring back a little bit. There's just not a place for it in sort of the modern hardcore style of video anymore. There's not. It's great. I like the new style a lot. I've had a lot of fun with it. I've had a lot of success with it. It's been great, but there's not really a place to just sort of shoot the breeze about what's going on, and I feel like I want to bring that back. So this is going to be a place where I'm going to talk about my kids and my life and my family and work and woes, my thoughts, dreams, feelings about things, whatever. When there are current events, I will probably talk about it here. If that's not your vibe, that's totally cool. It's going to be a lot slower pace. I mean, I'm only doing around maybe 3 hours of footage per video, where a normal hardcore video these days is like 25 hours or 30 hours of footage. So it's going to be a lot slower pace and a lot more just us hanging out, talking, sitting at the bar, having a drink and talking about life. I think it's going to be cool. I think it's something that I have missed. And if it's something that you've missed, you'll have to let me know in the comments, because that's what this is going to be about. Now, if you're worried about the other series, Dominion and my hardcore world with all the lore and all that kind of stuff, that's not going anywhere. That's going to stay exactly as it is. This is additional, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I can do it additionally without really taking that much time away from those projects that I know a lot of you are here for. So if this isn't your bag, that's totally cool. If it's not your bag, frankly, we're 8 minutes in. You're probably not here already, so that's totally cool. If it is your bag, hang out. I think you're having a great time, and I know I'm going to have a great time doing it. I need to build a roof over this place because it's already been like maybe 3 days or so, and phantoms are going to be coming. I am nowhere close to getting a bed, so yeah, I gotta make sure I have a roof and at least some sort of wall, just so I'm not crushed by phantoms every single night, because when they come, yeah, it's gonna be scary, and I don't even have food, so if I get like hurt, I can't regen even my health, so it's pretty bad. Unfortunately, I got no grass seeds from the grass on my starter island, and also, unfortunately, secondarily, I don't think it really matters that much, but I accidentally covered up all the grass on my main island. I don't know how I did that, just really bad luck, but because I had some down the bottom level, but I killed it all somehow. So that's okay. This will just turn into a farm, and we'll bring in grass from one of the outer islands. Not a big deal. It's just I kind of want grass right now because I could just bone meal for seeds eventually, but we'll have to work out to one of the outer islands to get seeds, I guess. The next thing I started, I'm working at night. It's probably not the greatest idea ever, but as long as I'm really smart about using upper slabs and lower slabs, I should be able to do this. I have very few torches yet because my tree production has been very slow, but I want to start on a tiny little starter mob farm right away. I just want to get some bone meal in my hands, basically. Who knows? Maybe a zombie will drop an iron nugget. That would be really cool, or an iron ingot, I guess. So let me talk about iron and ores and things like that. I have added recipes for all the ores. You can't get them in Skyblock. There are ways to get most of the things like piglin trades for gold and iron farms and all that kind of stuff. But what I did was I added basically 4 stone and each of the ingots, including diamonds and emeralds, will give you an ore. So once you get fortune, basically you have endless ore production. I don't find that grinding for ore and all that kind of stuff is all that super exciting. And in this game already you have to grind for all the dirt, all the stone, all that kind of stuff, all the deep slate, everything else that you want. So I thought, let's just eliminate that part of the grind. I mean, I'll still have to get it the first time, but after I get it, I should be able to make basically unlimited stuff. Also, I'm hoping that that could serve as a way to repair my tools pretty quickly until I can build a farm, because I assume at some point soon, hopefully, I'll get villager trading and mending and all that kind of stuff. That's my goal anyway. It's one of the data packs that I added for the recipes and things like that. I tried to be inventive with the recipes. For example, if you want to get all the flowers, you can get them by putting dye on a campfire. I thought that was just kind of fun, a way to, because again, I want to decorate. So if I want to decorate, say, an allium field, then I want a way to get allium. And the way I'll get that is, I want to say that was magenta on a campfire, and that'll give you an allium flower. Does that make sense? No, but we're playing Minecraft. I mean, we're playing a game where you can cut down a tree by taking down the first block, and the tree just stays there, right? So let's all just buy in together and pretend like it makes sense. I've been so lucky to get involved with the Dominion crew, the Dominion SMP crew, Lagundo, and all my friends over there, because it's not only it's a great group of just friends and content creators and everything, but it's a group that takes it very seriously, this whole entire YouTube thing. And one thing that we've been talking about all the time is, how to break away from the niche that you're in and do other things and that kind of stuff. And one of the things that I've been talking about fairly frequently is the 100 days niche that has found my channel some success, and what else to do with it, because I understand, I'm grateful for it and all that kind of stuff, but it's not the only thing I ever want to do in my life. I like the format, actually. It's done a lot. I still do my hardcore series in 100-day segments, because I find that that's a way that you can get a lot of stuff done in a video, but I don't only want to do that. And that's another part of the reason for this series, is instead of do roleplay, instead of do storyline, instead of all that stuff, I want to have a relationship with my viewers like I did back when I had 500 subscribers. Because back when I had only a handful of subscribers and I was getting maybe 20 views a video, those 20 people and I knew each other a lot, and I miss that a lot. I miss those days. So that's another reason why I want to do this entire thing, which, by the way, oh my goodness, how much cobblestone can this mob farm take? It is infinite. It is infinite cobblestone that I have broken so far. I made my room too small. There's not enough room to actually kill the mob, so I'm only making it too wide. I don't know. Maybe I won't even get spiders with that. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I don't really care about that. What I really want is I want some zombies so I can potentially get carrots or iron. That would be really, really nice, because so here's the deal. I need 3 iron. I need 3 iron ingots from zombies, I think, because in the nether there are a couple gold blocks, which I can use to convert villagers, as well as, getting blazes from the nether and all that kind of stuff. But to get that gold, I need iron. I need an iron pickaxe. So the only way I know to get that iron is by killing zombies. I think that's how it works anyway. My mob farm is basically done and ready to go, except for I ran out of slabs, so it's not totally dark. It'll work fine at nighttime if I get rid of that torch, but yeah, I got to go farm a little bit more cobble yet again just to get these slabs up on the roof. I'm basically the worst ever at Twitch. I'm horrible in all regards to Twitch. I never check it. I never remember it's a thing. So I never watch it, really. It's just not on my radar, kind of, even though a bunch of my friends stream there all the time. But I have been watching Legendary Porpoise, my friend who does Conquest Reforged streams over on YouTube, and really enjoying it. And that's another inspiration I took. So let me be completely honest. I actually started this world twice already, but I started without the Conquest Reforged mod. I started with just Conquest Vanilla. And the more I was watching his streams and seeing all the cool Conquest blocks and how you can get them in survival and all that kind of stuff, I was like, I already have a vanilla world. I don't want to double dip in that, because I'm going to be building medieval fantasy sort of style. I don't want to go twice into the same well. So I think instead I'm going to restart it, not upload those videos, and start it with the mod, because the mod adds, like I say, like 10,000 building blocks, all obtainable in survival, which is amazing. ILikeToGetRekt did this great data pack over on his server, the Conquest Kingdoms of Conquest server, that basically uses stone cutter to get all of the stuff. So like all of the wooden blocks are available for either oak, like logs or slabs or whatever. And it's so great. You just put them in a stone cutter and then you get whatever you want out. So there's not 1,000 million recipes that you have to learn. I did add a bunch of recipes using data packs that I'm going to have to sort of probably look up from time to time. Like, for example, Blackstone. I didn't want to have to get Blackstone by either going to the Nether or trades or anything else. So what I did for Blackstone is I just did cobblestone surrounding a black dye. Does that make sense? No, not really, but we're just going to go with it again. Let's just stop pretending like any of this makes sense. Hey, check it out. I finally got a mob to spawn. I don't have a sword. Can I kill this guy with an axe? Yeah, I guess I can. Yeah, my first mob. Maybe he'll drop some bone meal, and who knows, maybe I can actually get a seed. Oh, yeah, okay, that'd be great. I'd love to eat something. The thing about this stuff that I'm building right now, like basically every single thing I'm building, it's all temporary, all of it. I want to build a landscape. I want to build not a floating island, basically. I've changed that. My original idea was going to be floating island, but I've thought more about it. I don't want it to be a floating island. I want it to be basically, you don't know that this is a void underneath. I want to build a rolling landscape. That's my idea. The entire way to world border. So everything we're building right now is temporary. So I don't need to dress this up. I don't need to make this look nice, because after I get access to more dirt, that's sort of my holdup now, then I'm going to start actually just building. There's going to be a lot of just building episodes. So if you like to just see long play of placing down grass, this might be up your alley. I finally made my way out to another island, and that's the Spruce Island, because I want to start growing spruce trees. Reason being, I want to automate my mob farm in the near future, and I need a lot of trapdoors. Best way to do that is going to be actually, well, with spruce, obviously. If I would need to cut down a ton of wood, that's going to be my ticket to make a ton of trapdoors. Also, this has some grass on it, so I don't want to kill all the grass. I need to be very careful about how I get up there, because I'm going to want to use bone meal on this grass to get some seeds, hopefully, so I can finally start actually making some food. So far, because I've been pretty diligent to not run, my food is held out just using apples, but that's not going to last forever. I got more zombies to spawn, killed them, and still nothing. No potatoes, no carrots, no iron. Those are the things I need. 3 iron, that's what I really need. Look, if there's a better way to get my 3 iron ingots so I can mine up that gold, those gold blocks, then you got to tell me. Wait, I just had an idea. Could I go to the Nether and farm like piglin for gold and make a gold pickaxe? Would that do it? That might be a lot faster than waiting for these iron ingots to drop. Huh. I imagine you can mine gold blocks with gold pickaxe. I'll have to check that out next episode. Oh my goodness, this rain is deafening. Wow. Yeah, so I was able to take my bone meal out and plant the 3 seeds that I got from it, and plant my 2 spruce trees. So I got 1 to grow. I just need to get really lucky with saplings and make sure I can grow a 2x2 spruce tree, hopefully, and then start mining it for eventually my mob farm and the trapdoors. With a little bit more waiting time and more grinding cobblestone time, I got up to 6 wheat seeds growing now and actually have enough for 1 piece of bread. That's pretty great. I'll take that. But I think that's going to do it for me for today, for the first episode of Old School Let's Play Minecraft Skyblock, or some title, something like that. I was able to get 4 more saplings, times 2, that's 8, and plant them, and now we're just waiting for them to grow, and then we're going to be basically swimming in wood. So things are looking up for this world. I hope you are enjoying it, and I will see you all next time. Make sure to give some love to the second channel, link down below if you like that long play format. It's 2 hours of Skyblock goodness. You'll see every single second of this world over there. All right, we'll see you all next time. Love you all. Bye.